It's going to change a few things around here. I'm going to do a pickups video today. It's been a hot minute since I've done one of these. Get everything set up in my studio, you know. Making sure everything's okay. Oh my god, look at that thumbnail. You gotta love it. Right, let's check the audio. Everything set up in my studio, you know. Perfect as usual. Sorry I'm late. The football went on a bit longer than normal. I think it went up to the 97th minute. A draw. I said before kick-off, I'll take a draw against Birmingham. Any day. Because did know I'm a Swans fan. Swansea City. Let's go, boys. And the 8 scored. One of our new strikers. So I'm quite confident about this season. I'm not saying we're going to get promoted, but I got a good feeling. Oh, right then, guys. Yeah, so today we hit up Swansea. I'll tell you what, it was dead. Swansea was dead. It didn't feel like a Saturday, right? Dead Swansea, right? So I got there 9 o'clock or just before 9. Train was on time. Shock horror. Then, great. Wasn't any crowds really at all. I was like, this is a Saturday. It was hammering down with rain, right? But then we got there 9, 10, 11, 2.5 hours I think we were. So I strolled back to the train station. There was more police than I've ever seen before in the train station. I was thinking, what's this all about? Of course, Birmingham, with the fans coming down by the trains, isn't it? But this is still 3 hours before kick-off. So we had to queue up, right, to get into the train station. And it wasn't letting you, like if you needed to use the toilet, tough. It was basically anyone going Cardiff way, eastbound, let's say. So if you wanted to go West Wales, fine, could go straight in. But anyone with a ticket, so I was going to Neath, I had to join this queue. Of course, Wales are playing England in the rugby. I haven't got a clue. It's impossible for me to care less about the rugby, you know. Yeah, it was wild. And the train, we got on the train, 2 carriages. I was one of the last people to get on there. They wouldn't let, said full. So when I got off at Neath, hardly anyone was getting off at Neath. And there was hell of a crowd there. So I think 1 or 2 people out of 60, 70 people could get on. So if the trains, right, they're either on strike or they do a terrible job. That's my little rant anyway. So you're not here for my train updates, are you? You're here for my pickups. And if you might be able to hear my PlayStation fan going in the background, one of the games is installing. It's 16% installed, but I don't know what I need. I needed 139 gig to install it, but we'll get to that. So what order I got them in? I've got my receipts. I know some of you guys love to know how much I'm spending. Sure, some of you are accountants, aren't you? Keeping track of my savings, my income, outgoings. So, alright, so on the receipt, I did a quick short this morning. I went in with 1, 2, 3, 4 games and a movie. I'm really trying my best now. I don't think there's anything in my games collection now that I will be trading. My rule was, if it's £2 or more, Passerman 90, Tony, how are you doing? How's your weekend going? Yeah, so my rule is £2. If it's less than £2, I may as well keep it on my shelf. You know, I got the space for it. It's not like I'm desperate to free up space. So the cheapest thing I traded in was £2. So I traded in for the PlayStation 4 Crystar. I paid, I think, $12.99 for it. I like... my controller's over there. One sec, guys. My PlayStation's going to flipping turn off. One sec. Joys of going live, isn't it? Let's get the control pad, 1 sec. There we are. Keep on track of things better now. Great content as always, guys. Where was I saying? Yeah, so Crystar. Yeah, I'm sure it was $12.99 I paid for it. Enjoyed it, but the story was actually quite interesting. But I got a feeling that might be collectible. But if I'm being really honest with myself, am I going to play it again in the next 2-3 years? Probably not. So it's gone. £8. I'm happy with £8. The movie I traded in was Spider-Man No Way Home, Blu-ray. Thoroughly enjoyed it. But if I'm being honest, am I going to play it, watch it again? Again, not in the next 2 or 3 years. And by then, maybe it'll be on Netflix or Prime or something like that. So I can watch it that way. Really enjoyed it. Glad I watched it in HD as well. Right, I traded in the Metal Gear Solid HD collection on the PlayStation 3. They gave me £18 for it. I think I paid a lot more for that. I think I paid £38 for that because I haven't had it that long. But one reason I traded in is because it's coming out on the PS5 again, isn't it? And I just think it'll be a bit more... I'm just so comfortable now with the PlayStation 5 controller. I just think I'll get more enjoyment. I know it's a big game. It's a bucket list game. I've always wanted to play. So I've got it gone. £18. Yes, I'm down £20. But I wouldn't normally can justify spending £38 on a PlayStation 3 game. But this guy in my last job I had any people have been following my channel making notes. This guy gave me one of those Game and Watch things. And he was a nice guy at the time. But then he very quickly turned into I don't know what happened to him. Some people, they changed, don't they? So he had a little tiny promotion. And it went to his head, let's say. So I just wanted it gone. I was going to either bin it. I was going to destroy it. I'm spiteful, I know. Destroy it on a live stream. Blah, but I thought, no, trade it in. I'll get something out of it and someone else can buy it and they can enjoy it. That was the best solution for that. So yeah, and I think I had £30-40. So as far as I'm concerned, that was a nothing game, you know. Traded in... it's Far Cry 2, Far Cry 3. It had Blood Dragon Digital. It was like a Far Cry collection. And they gave me £5 for it. And inside the case was my receipt. And I paid £4 for it. So I got an extra pound trading. And I've got all the Far Cry games I want to play. I've got in my collection anyway. And the other game was another Far Cry game, was Far Cry Primal. I played that very recently. They give me £4 for that. But it was buggy. It kept crashing. I was getting to this point, watching all these unskippable cutscenes. And then it crashed. And they did it again. And I thought, third time, nah, you're gone. So they give me £4. So I think total of that, all the maths heads out there, that is £37. So going in there with £37, happy days. Okay. There was... What was there? Things I left there. Oh, they actually had, I've been gutted about this. Warborn, I've been after that game. They're the only one in the area, in my area that's got it in stock. Warborn, that game there. It's only a £5 game, but I looked high and low the last 2 times that I've been in that CX. Found it today, reprinted cover. Yeah, so we left that there. What else I couldn't find? Alone in the Dark. Again, for the PS2, it's only a £5 game. I thought, yeah, it's one of those ones, I've read about it in the magazines, I kind of know what I'm getting into with it. Couldn't find it. And what else did I put back? Oh, there was a game, Mad Dash, for the Xbox. That game there. When you recognise that, I know it's not the best picture. But basically, they're the screenshots that I do when I go into CX. I'm armed with all my screenshots. And then when I pick it up, I delete it. So that's the simplest way I can possibly think of doing it. But yeah, I looked at the back. It is an only on Xbox game. So I'm there. I got a soft spot for them. I'm not going for a full collection. I was at one point. Okay. Ooh, Red Dead. Ooh, told you what game it is. The game is 32% installed. Keeping an eye. Looking forward to playing that. But yeah, when I picked up Mad Dash, I was like, I don't know, it looks like a Mario Kart clone, and it just makes me want to, it'll probably put it in. It was only a £5 game, but it'll just make me want to play Mario Kart. So I put that back. They had Halo Wars limited edition. It's like I took a photo of it. It was pretty impressive, I gotta be honest. £8. So that's the cover. But it had like look how chunky that is. You know, it was nice. It was pretty nice, you know. But that was £8. But I've got the game, so I haven't got £8 to be just willy-nilly spending another £8 just for a nice case, you know. So it's a very good game, though, I gotta be honest. I think that was everything that I traded in. And right, so if there's anyone still there, okay, I like to ramble. What did I buy? Probably the most exciting game is the first game. Is a Vita game, Injustice, Gods Among Us. Apparently, right, I wasn't interested in this before. I got no memories. Shows how much my tastes are changing. Maybe it's because I'm a big fan of Injustice 2. There's just something the cover, it never really inspired me. But when I played Injustice, the first time I ever played it, the first one, was on my series Around the World of 80 Fighting Games. And I was very impressed. Very, very impressed with this game. So, yeah, I thought, great. It was at £10, this one was, okay, guys? A great game to add to my collection. I now own 3 Vita games. Whoa. I'm going to have to have new shelves or something. Bargain. I nearly picked this up last time we were in Newport 6 weeks ago, and it was £20. And Chris, shout out my imaginary friend Chris, it was just the two of us today. He said, I don't know if it's worth 20. It's on Amazon around about 20, 22. It's one of those games, you know, that's up and down in price all the time. Is Shredder's Revenge for the PlayStation 4. I really like the look of this. I think when it first came out, it was £35 or £30. I paid £12 for that in CEX today. Absolute bargain. You know, so I'm in the mood to play that as well. And I still haven't put in Streets of Rage 4 as well. Yeah, so that was £12. Oh, this one. What I do when I do my my stock checks, isn't it? So I've showed you what I do. Like I do like PSP, screenshot anything that's interesting. Vita, screenshot anything that's interesting, etc., etc. And I keep forgetting I got an Xbox One. So I went into the Xbox One's section completely blind. So the only games I really want to get on that is the Gears of War games, the Halos, you know, the exclusives. That's going to be just the Xbox exclusives. Unless there's a game that's much cheaper on the Xbox, like Tekken 7 is like, it's about half the price on the Xbox for some bizarre reason. But then I just went over. I've had my eye on this game since it came out. Is Gungrave Go. Now, I think it kind of got panned. It's seen as a failure. It wasn't the best. Graphics, I think, is great. One of the comments I read was, it's as if the character's in the wrong game. The mechanics of the character doesn't suit the environment. And I thought, that's silly. Like silly camera angles and stuff like that. Hazarman 90, still there. Injustice for the PS Vita. Gotta be worth a live stream on that. Ooh, that'd be hard to live stream that, wouldn't it? But I got Injustice. I could do a live stream Injustice. But I'm going to finish my book, basically. My Nigel Benn book, because I'm back in work now. And then I'm going to take my Vita to work. So it's going to have the love it deserves, you know, because otherwise I don't go on holidays enough to play it. So getting back to Gungrave Go, that was £5. £5. I've been watching this. It's been on my wish list, I think it's called, on Amazon since it first came out. I think it was, I don't know if it ever was 60 quid, but I was watching it. It was 40 quid. Then it went down to like 30 pretty quickly, 25. It's around about the 20 to 25. And I thought, yeah, okay, I might take a punt on that. I think it was in the Prime Day deals for around £12. And I was going to pull the trigger. If I saw it today on the PlayStation 4 or 5, I probably would have pulled the trigger for about £12. That was £5. So I'm definitely, I couldn't pull that back, absolute bargain. Again, I kind of am managing my expectation. Hello, bro. Kalila's Gaming World, welcome. How's your weekend going? Welcome to my pickups live. Yeah, anyone played that, guys? I like the look of it, but again, I'm managing my expectations going into it. I'm not expecting it to be the next Street Fighter 6 or anything like that, PS2. I checked out the PS2. I bought, how much was this? Oh, £2. Can't go wrong. NBA Jam, baby. I was umming and ahhing. I looked at the front. Thought, yeah, okay. I turned it over. And it's got boom, shakalaka. I was like, yes, I'm having it. I think all the retro games today. I think I had more movies today than games, actually, which is unusual for me. Yeah, they're all complete in box. So it's nice condition as well, So, yeah. NBA Jam is my favourite NBA. I don't like it when it's too serious. It's more arcadey, wacky characters. That's more my style. Big like, thank you very much. Then we... finally, how am I got this in the collection? Fifth Element. I was a £5, didn't have to check. This got panned because it didn't have many special features. But it looks like it's got quite a few special features on there. I've been wanting to watch this for ages. And I don't think, as far as I'm aware, it's not on any of the streaming services, So yeah, again, what did I watch? Was it Top Gun, Spider-Man in HD? Oh, my PlayStation's about to turn off. There we are. In HD, it just looks so much better. So I'm a bit of a snob now. DVD's not cutting it for me anymore. I'm going to try with every movie. If it's available in Blu-ray, I'm going to try and buy it in Blu-ray over DVD any day of the week. It is worth that extra couple of quid. So yeah, Fifth Element. This one, it's chuffed to have it in the collection, right? But looking into it, I think it's missing a book. It's a collector's edition. It's Universal Monsters, the Essential Collection. That's around about £25 on Amazon. I paid $15 for it. Okay. But it's like, if you look at the side, like, look how easy that drops out. Do you know what I mean? And looking at the back, it's got the book there. It's not the end of the world. I bought it for the movies. So it's got like films from 1933. So again, I haven't found my glasses, guys, so I have to bear with. Oh, maybe it's bigger there. No, not really. I can't see. But it's like 1931. Wow. So Dracula, 1931. Frankenstein, 1931. The Mummy, 1932. So these are the originals. The originals, Universal. I think they were trying to reboot this franchise as well, weren't they? The Invisible Man, 1933. The Bride of Frankenstein, 1935. The Wolfman, I'm looking forward to watching that one, 1941. Phantom of the Opera, 1943. And Creature from the Black Lagoon, that's the other one I'm looking forward to. Oh, it's a modern one, 1954. Same year Godzilla came out. Yeah, so something about... I think maybe as I'm getting older, I'm appreciating more the older movies. I'm not saying that just because it's black and white, I'm going to like it. But these are iconic characters, aren't they? And it'd be nice to see, like, the first time they were on the big screen, So, yes, I'm looking forward to watching that. And another blind buy. Now, if you want me to buy anything, any retailers out there, put the word ninja or samurai or... I don't know, anything like Eastern, I don't know, but the Twilight Samurai, okay? Yeah, I just like really like the look of it. It was, oh yeah, the movies was £15 for the monsters. I think this one was Twilight, oh £3.50. But again, it's in lovely condition. But it looks like it's won, well, it's claiming to have won awards. So 12 awards, the Japanese Academy, winner at the Hawaii International Film Festival, winner at the Hong Kong Film Festival. So all the big ones, especially the Hawaii one, most prestigious one there. So again, it looks pretty cool. I got so many films to catch up on, guys. I want to get in a routine. Ideally, I want to watch a movie every single day. But who's got time to do that, you know? So that is everything I picked up in CEX. So remember, I went in there with £37 trading. So I spent £15.50 in there. Oh, also, we had really good service today, actually. Maybe it helps. Chris knew the guy working behind the counter. So it was very quiet when we went in. And Chris was waiting because he was about a couple of minutes waiting for me outside the front. He says, God, there's an analog pocket in there. It was 400, either 440 or 450 quid. I would love to have one. I think when I did a video before, what's my like bucket list items? If money was no object, that is on my list, okay? And it looks stunning, okay? But when we went in, the guy clocked us and called Chris over. And, yeah, he was like, sure, we're hands-on. They didn't have any games or anything. But we like the screen, it oozes quality. I didn't realise it had, like, shoulder buttons as well. What a quality piece of kit. But then I was thinking, would I rather that or a PS5? I'd rather a PS5 any day. Or a better one, would I rather that or a Switch? I'd rather a Switch if I'm being honest. And I could have a bit of a budget for games as well. 450 quid is a lot of money. And interesting, he said, a customer hadn't traded it in. It was sent there. So I don't know if CEX are looking at the kind of thing. Maybe they got like some analytics thing or something. They got these kind of things sell in Swansea, you know, because it's a retro gamer's dream, isn't it? Because it does, as it stands, I wasn't aware of this, as it stands, it does all the Nintendo handhelds, so Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, I think. Then you have to spend more money then to get the adapters, like for the Neo Geo Pocket. That's the one I'm interested in, and the Game Gear as well. So it's a lot. He's already spending a lot of money. That's not retail price as well. They're just so hard to get hold of. But if you're thinking about getting one, or you've got your eye on one, I would recommend it because it's a quality piece of kit, you know. So yeah, I wanted to mention that today was the day I touched an analog pocket. Then we went to Cash Generator, I think it's called. They had an Atari Jaguar in there. Oh, how much was it? I think 200, I think it was. In very good condition. But was even more impressive was they had 3 Atari Jaguar games and they looked brand new. They were in the plastic protector things as well, but they looked like they were from the 90s. They were perfect looking. They couldn't have been better. I've never seen anything as mint as what I saw, right? But they were quite pricey. It's looking at that controller. I know, say I bought that today, right? Just say I bought it. I play it for a month and then I probably get distracted by something else. And yeah, so it's not for me. But then I went then, they've moved everything around. At the back of the store then is, they put all the games at the back. And it's in such a mess. So they got the PS5 and PS4 at the top. I think they got newest to oldest. Then the Xbox. And then it's a load of games, right? We're just shoved in there. But if shoved that way instead of, like that way, sorry. Instead of that way. It's like, if they couldn't be bothered to sort their shelves out, I can't be bothered either. And it was loads of staff. It was like 3 members of staff just having a chat. I thought, that's a 2-minute job, that is, turn those, just make it a bit more presentable for your customers. But I was like, if you can't be bothered, I didn't even look. I didn't even look. Then we went to Cash Max. I'm remembering the names of these now. What do they have in there? Oh, they did have, I was tempted with this, a Sega Master System Mark 1. But they had this Master System, you can't really call it a fight stick, probably the closest thing we ever had to a fight stick. I'm doing the wrong way, because the buttons are on the left. So it's designed, I'm left-handed, so it'd be very interesting to play with that. I have played with one briefly before. Yeah, it was $7.99, so... but I was like, maybe I'll come back, and literally forgot about it until right now. I might live to regret that, okay? Then we went to Swansea Market, and it was about almost 10:10 at this point. The reason I remember is because Console Action, quite excited to go there because his unit, he's renting the unit next door as well, so he's expanded. His store is twice the size, so I thought it'd be interesting to go in and have a look. And he opens at 10 o'clock, and he was closed. But luckily, he was literally behind us, apparently. I was like, okay, if he doesn't, if that's how you want to run a business, on a Saturday morning, just strolling in with a fucking coffee, 10 minutes late. But then the next door bit was open. So basically what he's done, it is much better in there. All the toys are in one unit. And then he's got the games, but like last time we were in there, the PlayStation 2 games were stacked from the floor, like a couple of meters high, like 1.5 meters high, I want to say. But now he's got like, everything's off the floor, and he's got like a new unit, so you can have a proper look at the PlayStation 2 games and stuff like that. But I was going to pick up for the Master System Double Dragon. He was 15 quid, and I said, can I have a look at it? And I had a look. Oh, it was terrible condition box. Manual was in there, mind, but it was a thing with Master System. It's very, got to manage your expectations. It's very unlikely you're going to get a mint manual on any Sega Master System. So it was a little bit scuffed, and quite scuffed actually, but the box was in very poor condition. The cover was like quite yellowed and had other stains on it, so it hadn't been looked after, so I did put that back. But all I bought in there was another movie for 2 quid. Dead Space Downfall. Dead Space is on my list of games I want to play. This is meant to be really, really good. I got a feeling it'll be like a horror themed. Oh, it's an 18. So yeah, for £2, I thought, why ever not? Chris bought what they called? Retrobit, is it? Those control pads. He bought a Nintendo 64 controller for the Switch, and it had a Commodore 64 adapter on it. What a good idea that is to do. It's just messaged now, actually. Yeah, we drew, saying the Swans are going down. There, so then we went to HMV, and there's a movie I really wanted. Oh, look out, look out, look out. We've got a special guest announcement. Up. What's the matter, boy? Come by me. You okay? What's wrong? What's wrong? He's trying to tell me something. You okay? He's had his food. He gets scared of the wind, he does, see? Because there's a storm going. It's called Storm Anthony. I don't know what that's all about. But yeah, it looks nice weather-wise, but it's very windy out there. And whenever something blows in the garden, you get scared. So he doesn't understand what the wind is, I don't think. The Angry Moose, hello there. And hello, Rossi. He came up at the right time. Hope you had a nice day game hunting. Yeah, very good day. I needed it, you know. I know I said the plan was to wait another weekend, but I've had a hell of a week, and I just needed to go somewhere. I needed to do something, you know. I probably wouldn't have got tickets for the Swans, first game of the season. But, yeah, thank you. Yeah, it was a good day. Thanks for asking. Right, so we went into HMV, and I wanted Excalibur. I did a quick look last night on their website, And I said, do you know what I've never had in my collection? I remember we rented this movie. It was Excalibur. I rented it on VHS. But I don't think I was the right age. I was too young to watch it. But I do remember visually it was very impressive. I've watched a couple of YouTube documentaries on the movie and thought, oh, one day I'll get that back. But it was mainly on DVD. So I thought, again, I want it on Blu-ray. So yeah, I found it. It looks like it's in the 4K, but no, this is they've done a premium collection Blu-ray. This took us ages to find. It's so hard, I struggle now to find anything in HMV, movies related, because they've got so much going on in there. But like, I was one point where the first thing you go in, I'm going back 10 years ago then, the first thing you see would be the Blu-rays. That was the in thing to have, wasn't it? So you had the chart, like what's number one, all the new stuff. If you want a new movie, it'll be in the chart, basically. But now it's being pushed further, like the DVDs now are in front of the Blu-rays. So then I was like, okay, there's collector's editions. I went over, I had looking for the alphabet. Very confusing. It was like, anyway, we couldn't find it there. Then I went into normal Blu-rays, couldn't find it there. And then we were looking everywhere. Fair play, Chris was having a good look as well. And then I was standing by the gondola end, and I said, if it was me, I'd have it in like a section. And as I was going like that, I found it. And it was in a section. So it's in the 2 for £15. There's nothing else there that I caught my eye. So I thought, okay, it's $9.99 each. It was originally $14.99 on its own. So it is nicely packaged and everything. I'm probably going to watch that tonight. That's going to be tonight's movie, I think. And then we were looking, I thought maybe for a £5 I might get another Blu-ray. Let's have a proper look around. So we came kind of closer towards the till. So again, there's all this, like, not games. It's just a mess. Like, there was another section then. It was like T-shirts and all this other stuff. Then another random section. Oh, more Blu-rays here. Let's have a look here then. Right, boy, touch down. And this has been on my Amazon wish list it's called, isn't it? My Amazon wish list for ages. It's Clan of the White Lotus. Now that's £20 on Amazon last time I checked, okay? So I paid a £5 for that. So happy effing days. So I look forward to watching that. Again, I don't know what to expect with this, but it looks classic. What's that Wong-Tang game versus Kung Fu game I got? He's one of the characters in it, and I thought, yeah, I want to watch that one day. So yeah, so $2.15 bar again. Right, that's everything I picked up today. I did buy pancakes and Lucozade for Chris. So, and I bought some treats for Rossi, obviously. I always tell him, and he knows when I'm going to town, because the only time I go shopping, or basically if I go outside the front door, he knows I'm not going to work. So he knows when I come back, he's having a treat. So he had a nice treat. One of them's gone already. So what did it's 46% installed. What did I buy on Amazon? Okay. So I was, again, feeling really down, and I'm not going into too much about my job, but I quit my job on Tuesday, and I'm back there, but in a lower role, starting Monday. But on Friday, I thought about it. I know my boss would have me back like that, so he had me back like that. No problem. So it's going to be a lot less stress and pressure. No politics. I can't do politics when you're a fucking cleaner. Jesus Christ. So, I've been wanting to play this game for a long time. I briefly played it when it first came out. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's quite a indie game, I want to say. How do you pronounce this? Red Dead Redemption 2. Don't know if anyone's heard of that. I paid £17 for that. Brand new. I have opened it just before we went live. It's installing now. It's stuck on 46. Oh, copy paused. Why is it pausing? Oh, no. Oh, I got to insert the other disc. Well, I can wait. We're live. Yeah, so I played it, like, I think it was like 2 weeks after it launched, and I wasn't feeling it. I don't know why. It made me want to play. Basically, I traded it in. When I got home, I played GTA. It just made me want to play GTA. But I've tried to play GTA 5 this year, couldn't get into it. So I watched The Magnificent Seven. It was on Amazon Prime, the new one with my boy Denzel Washington, Chris Pratt. It's a really good cast in it. I'll talk a bit more about it tomorrow. But I was like, now I'm in the mood to play a cowboy game. So what's the best cowboy game? Red Dead Redemption 2, baby. I finished the first one twice. Yeah, twice I finished that. So yeah, that's going to be my game. I'm hoping I can have at least 1 hour a day there than in the real world. I just need to escape now and again, go on mini vacations. That's how I roll. So yeah, I'm going to be playing a lot later on. And the other game, seriously, you may not have heard of this, is for the PS5, the Rumblefish 2, baby. Another one I've had my eye on for a long old time. I'm in there's a collector's edition for this, but that's going for silly money. So I just looked, I thought, okay, I got my job back. I thought I'll treat myself. I found myself back on eBay, and my fingers just typed in the Rumblefish 2. It's a fighting game, if you didn't know. It was on the PS2. It was Japanese, I think, exclusive in Japan on the PS2, the first one. And then, as far as I'm aware, this was an exclusive arcades Japan neck of the woods. It didn't come over here at all. Okay, so it is quite an old game, but they've updated, like what they've done with King of Fighters 2002 Ultimate Match. So it's not the same as King of Fighters 2002. It's got 1 or 2 extra characters. The King of Fighters has. So I think it's a little bit similar to that, okay? I've heard it's cheap. The main boss is cheap. I don't mind. I don't mind that, But yeah, so I looked on eBay, and it was the cheapest with postage was just over £30, £30 to £33, something like that. There wasn't a lot of them for sale as well. And I was opened. CEX, I think, is selling it on the PS5 is £28. And I just thought, okay, I'll buy it. I'll buy it on eBay, because CEX have put their delivery charge up now. It's £2.95. That's a lot of money, that is, for delivery. Because you got to say buy 10 games in CEX online, you got to pay that delivery charge every single time. That's like an extra 30 quid nearly. So I went on. Well, I nearly said Asda then. Went on Amazon, and it was, what did I pay? 22 or 24, something like, I can't remember now. 20, much cheaper, and of course it's sealed, it's brand new. So I might wait and do my Friday night fights. Don't know how they're going to work actually going forward. So I might do a live. I might just do it one day in the week. I don't know. But yeah, I like the look of it. I don't know anything about the lore. When I put it into CEX, a movie was coming up, but it looked like a really old live action movie. So I don't know, but it looks right up my street, Clear River is the game developer. There we go, guys. That is what I picked up. Oh my God, we've been talking for nearly 40 minutes. Yeah, thanks for stopping on by, boys and girls, grannies and aunts. Hope you have a great, and I mean this, I don't just say, I hope you do have a great weekend and a great week, I appreciate anyone that comes out to watch my little channel. I do appreciate your time, I'll be doing a video tomorrow, definitely what I've been playing, watching, reading. Maybe I'll do an SNK Sunday. Remember them? That was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Yeah, so stay tuned. Subscribe if you haven't already. I do appreciate every single subscriber. Have a great weekend. Love you. Bye.